With the introduction of the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro from last year, 4K gaming is inevitable at this point, so you're probably wondering yourself, what kind of 4K display or TV do I need to buy in order to take advantage of these consoles? This video should help you out. Hey guys, it's Matt here, and if you've ever been looking for a 4K TV or a display, you know that there's kind of a lot to look out for. There's things like HDR, Dolby Vision, obviously size, price, and we need to take these things into account, but first, let's look at what 4K resolution actually is. So 4K is 4 times resolution of 1080p. If you've been watching 4K videos on a 1080p display, you probably noticed that it looks good already. So it's important to note that if you have a 1080p display right now, you're not going to be left in the dust by this 4K revolution. But you will be missing out on that sweet 4K resolution on a TV that's actually formatted for 4K. First thing you'll want to consider is what kind of size TV do you want? Or instead of a TV, do you want to go with a monitor? Well, TVs are going to be 40 inches and up as far as 4K goes. So you're not going to find anything smaller. 4K monitors are probably going to be in the 25 to 32 inch range. And, you know, that might vary depending on the manufacturer. So go to your local store, try to replicate the situation at home, how you're going to be viewing your new 4K TV, whether you're going to be at a desk looking at a monitor, or if you're going to be, 10 feet away from a TV in a movie room or something like that. And then from there, we can look at stuff like HDR and Dolby Vision. HDR, or High Dynamic Range, has been around for a while now. Movies have been using it for years. There's also photography, which takes advantage of it, but it's never really been used on TVs before, and that's because there's been no TV that really supported it before. But now with 4K TVs, there's a lot more HDR compatibility out there. So there's two versions of HDR. There's HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Both will give you a wider color gamut, deeper colors. HDR10 is an industry standard, so you'll probably see HDR10 on more TVs than not. Usually it'll just say HDR or HDR Plus, depending on the manufacturer. You're going to get wider color gamut, you're going to get deeper colors. It's just not going to look as good as something like Dolby Vision, which is made by Dolby Technologies, and that's even deeper colors and brighter colors. It just looks so much better. It's one of those things where it's kind of hard to show, especially in a 1080p video, what it looks like. So definitely go check and see what TVs have that in the store when you're looking. Then you can kind of, match the difference. Now, you will be paying a premium for Dolby Vision. So with that, it brings me to my last point, which incorporates price and the advanced tech in 4K right now. So now we have flat panel TV that we're buying nowadays, and what that consists of is a display and a backlight, and that backlight lights up the pixels on the screen so you get that vibrant picture. Now there's also this technology called OLED, and different manufacturers will have different takes on it. Basically what that means is the backlight that was previously needed to light up the pixels on the television isn't really needed anymore. So the pixels actually light themselves up. So those light emitting diodes, they're organic, hence the name OLED. Now the picture quality on an OLED is going to look insane, and if you've ever seen one in the store, you know exactly what I'm talking about, and if not, definitely go check it out. But with that said, OLEDs are very expensive. If you're wanting to spend $1,500 on a television, you can go no wrong with an OLED. So any content you watch on an OLED screen is going to look gorgeous, but your gaming mileage might vary. I have read things that kind of point to OLEDs kind of being like old plasmas. You might get like that image burn in like you did on those old plasmas, and it definitely wouldn't be after a couple hours. I mean, it would be if you had the TV on for 6+ hours and you had like the news on or something, or maybe a game that has a HUD that shows up all the time. You might start to see that burn in a little bit, but that's definitely something to ask whoever you're buying the TV from. And to be clear, I've really only heard rumblings of that, so that might not even really be a real issue, but it's definitely good to be on the safe side of that. But with all that said, I know that was a lot to get through, and I definitely didn't cover everything. I could probably talk for hours about it. Hope that at least helps you out a little bit, introduces you to some of the concepts and stuff to look out for when you're upgrading to a 4K TV. It's an important purchase. It's definitely something you kind of want to future-proof to an extent. On the left hand side of the screen here, you'll see I actually helped family buy a 4K HDR Vizio. Been working pretty well, and here's the model number. It's the E-Series Vizio TV. If you want to check that out, I think we got it at Best Buy for $500, I think. Definitely check back and forth because they have deals and stuff, at least at Best Buy, and they have the deal in the day and that sort of thing. But definitely keep tabs on that and Amazon, and really 4K TVs are just going to keep coming down in price, and as we get closer to Black Friday, they're going to be coming down in price even more. So just keep an eye out. If you guys have any more questions about buying a 4K TV, because I know I didn't cover everything, I will have the links in the description about the things mentioned in the video. If you want to read up on those. And then if you looking at a TV and maybe want some advice from me personally, definitely comment below and I will get in touch with you and hopefully I can help you out. I will catch you guys in the next video and have a good one. Bye.